Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by Coca-Cola, Louisiana Lottery, Healthy Blue, the Communities of Color Network Tobacco-Free Living, and Jerry Lane Chevrolet. Hello and welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums, where each week we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. We come to you each week from Martha's Bistro, located at 19900 Old Scenic Highway in Zachary, Louisiana. We invite you to come out in the neighborhood at 12:30, see us shoot the show, have some delicious lunch, and then talk a little SU football with Coach and I after the show. Coach, also, folks, the graphic for when we come on the TV are there, and you also see us on Facebook and YouTube, so you can catch us at your leisure. Coach, I'm excited, jumping ahead of myself, because we got a great win Saturday night against the Texas Southern Tigers. We topped them 33-7, and we remained undefeated in the SWAC Western Division, which really sets up a great Bayou Classic between Southern University and the Grambling State Tigers.
Well, the biggest thing is that, we had to win the football game in order for the stage to be set for what's coming in the next couple of weeks. I thought our guys played extremely well. I thought we were locked in mentally, and I think we're getting better as we go down the stretch, and that's a sign of a good football team. Usually when you play well in November, it gives you a chance to have an exciting December. We're in position again, and hopefully we can take care of business coming in the next couple of weeks.
Coach, TSU came out and tried to establish the run, but basically your D shut them down and made them go to the air. When your D holds a team to 162 yards on the ground and 50 through the air, you should come out on the winning side.
Well, exactly. I thought defensively we gave ourselves a chance, and offensively we moved the ball up and down the field, and I thought 7 played well. We scored the ball, and when we put points on the board and we can keep them off the board, we got a chance to be successful.
Individually, Coach, we had great efforts. Herb Edwards continues to tote the ball, 166 yards and a touchdown. Austin Howard, 203 yards and a touchdown. And a great afternoon from Aaron Tiller, 2 sacks. Another Kyle McGregor had a sack, and a beautiful punt return for a TD by a kid I've enjoyed watching all season, DeMario Houston.
Well, you named some key guys that had very good performances in our last time out against Texas Southern. I'm really excited for these guys. I think they're playing football the right way, but we know we're going to get a great challenge from the team that's been pretty dominant in our conference the last 2 years. They haven't lost a conference game, in 2 years, so we get our chance at them. All the teams that have played against them up until this point have failed, so now it's our time. And I really think I like the mindset. Again, I think we got some players that are making plays. They're contributing to the success of this football program. It'll be an exciting Bayou Classic.
Well, Coach, let's show the folks exactly what happened at the TSU game again at BBVA Stadium in Houston, Texas. Here we go. As I said, that defense played stout. Johnson and Houston shutting down the running back right there, Coach.
Well, exactly. Johnny on the spot right there is Danny Johnson and Houston getting a chance to really get us off to a great start.
They tried to get on the board but missed wide left. Then we got a crack at it. Edwards rushed for 19. He comes back, he gets 8. Then Howard's going to rush. I hate to see Howard run with that knee, Coach, but he's doing a great job with it. There he is coming out, getting 13. And then we take a crack at a field goal. And unfortunately, Barajas missed wide right. He's been missing a little bit lately, Coach.
Well, the surface there was very difficult. A true freshman, so we're not afraid to throw him out there and give him a chance to attempt field goals.
There you see a rush for no gain, stopped by Preston and Houston. We get the ball back. Howard hits Johnson for 9 yards. Then Edwards runs for 10. And then Edwards guts him for 71 yards, Coach. You got to be happy when a kid can gash somebody for 71 yards.
Very good patience, good vision, and that offensive line, tremendous job to open up holes.
Barajas is going to make the extra point. We go up 7-0 at that juncture. We're back on defense. You're going to see the Jaguars set up on D. And, Coach, They're going to complete rush for 10 yards, but this guy gets stuck by Jordan Williams.
Oh,
Boom.
yeah, that's good football right there. Just holding short of the sticks. We gave up a lot of rushing yards, but we were getting off the field on third down, and that's what you want to see from the defense.
Austin Howard hits Dontrell Brown, and then Ben carries one for 9 yards. Unfortunately, we punt. They get the ball back. The defense is McGregor and Houston with a good hit for a 3-yard loss. And then we talked about that bad man, Aaron Tiller, a sack from Aaron Tiller. That kid has been a sack machine all year, Coach.
Well, he's that lead on that defense, man. I think he's having a great year and doing a great job getting to that quarterback.
Edwards for 7. Howard then hits Edwards for 4 to get a first down. Howard's going to come back and hit Ben for 10. Then Ben is going to rush for 6, Edwards for 7. Then Howard's going to hit Dontrell Brown for 5. And we're going to finally get on the board with the field goal and make the score 10-0 at this point in the game.
Well, again, you see great patience by the running back there, and it's just great to see our offense. They're in rhythm right here. You can see Austin Howard, nice check down right there to the tight end, get a chance, get a field goal. You're right, Jags on the board.
Coach, one of the things I noticed about Edwards, kind of runs the ball like Le'Veon Bell from the Steelers. Here we see the Jaguar defense forcing the fumble. All Aaron Tiller with the hit and the fumble recovery. This kid really wants to win, Coach.
Well, I think he's playing, really with the effort that it's going to take for us to win games down the stretch.
And there you see a great run right there. Here we go. We're hitting, is that Mackey, Coach?
That's Chris Chaney.
Chaney, and he gets down to the 1. We get another field goal right here, Coach, and we go into the half, 13-0 Jaguars. When we come back, we're going to look at the second half of the Southern University Texas Southern football game on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Stay with us.
The biggest scratch-off game of the season is here. It's Saints Game On from the Louisiana Lottery. Your chance to win up to $100,000. Scratch the back for an extra game. Enter the second chance drawing for the grand prize, a 2018 season ticket package. Play Saints Game On from the Louisiana Lottery for your chance to make this your winning season.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Each morning in Baton Rouge, we rise to meet opportunity. We carry the weight of responsibility proudly. We choose our paths. We move fast and we fly high. We light the way for others to follow. We make it happen. But what really matters is what happens when we land at home. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport. Fly easy.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums, where each week we come to you from Martha's Bistro in Zachary, Louisiana. We invite you to come out, join us, and talk a little SU football. Coach, 13-0 at the half. What do you tell your team at the half to guard from a letdown?
Well, it was a teaching moment and correction moment. Really just told them that we've been here before. Let's just come out and let's play more consistent in the second half. Thought it was a lot of penalties in the first half, but I think our guys received that message and came out in the second half and really played well enough to put the team away.
Coach, looking at that game, pretty solid effort, both sides of the ball, but I'm sure when you look at film, you always see something that you could improve on. What were some of those things that you think y'all need to improve on as we get ready for Bayou Classic?
Well, 7 penalties for 81 yards is the main thing. Is we got to play more disciplined football. We got to get better with our technique. Had some holding penalties. We had a interference calls. So a lot of things that I think we can get better at. Special teams just shoring that up. Missed a couple of kicks, but the surface was really hard to kick on. Well, I really thought we did a lot of things well, but it is some things that we definitely got to clean up going into our next contest in a couple weeks.
I knew he would see something in that game. Let's jump back into the highlights, Coach, and show folks exactly what happened in the second half of the SU versus TSU game. Coach, right here, Edwards takes one for 8, and then Howard's going to hit Craig for 12. Then Howard's going to come back and hit Catalon for 13. Again, some new names, Coach. Dennis Craig and Catalon. These are the future Jaguar players, huh?
Well, exactly. You know, it's great to see Dennis Craig get his confidence back. You know, had a rough couple of weeks, but he's a guy that definitely down the stretch can make some plays.
Howard hits Washington for 26 yards, and then he comes back to Craig for 10 and a touchdown, and we're on the board again, Coach, to start the second half, 19-0. The kick is good. We make it 20-0. We're back on defense. Odom tries to rush, but again, Aaron Tiller and Bryant get him for a 6-yard loss. Then he comes back for an incomplete. DeMario Houston missed a great pick 6 opportunity right there, Coach, I thought. We're back on offense. Beard gets one for 5. Then Catalon catches one for 6. Then Howard's going to hit Mackey for 27, Coach.
Well, yeah, you can see those guys have been playing well. Washington, Mackey, Catalon, those guys are doing a great job in making, especially on third down, really coming up with some big catches.
Catalon's going to get another one for 14 yards, Coach. And, you know, at this point, we're kind of clicking and everything is looking good for the Jaguars. On this play, Coach, I had to put this in here. It was a great punt because we actually got it downed at the 1-yard line. On special teams, that's golden.
That is great. You know, when we had some difficulty executing those, I really thought Trey Nash did a great job right there, and Elijah Small did even a better job of downing that ball inside the 1.
Coach, we talked about DeMario Houston, and here it is. He picks that ball up 74 yards later, pay dirt, touchdown. You gotta love it when you can get 7 points out your special teams.
Well, exactly. You know, Coach Adams had to buy a lot of biscuits on Monday morning when they go for touchdowns. So it's always great to see those guys executing. That's something we practice, and it's good to see it on film.
Hate to see this, but it was a blocked extra point. But that's a Baton Rouge native right there, Dondre Dobbins. His daddy is a friend of mine, attorney Donald Dobbins. His kid got a nice little return right there on that block. But back to reality. Here we go. Elijah Odom, he scores for the Texas Southern Tigers. They get on the board. We get the ball back. Herb is going to run for 7, then he runs for 6, and then Howard's going to hit Piro for 12.
Well, Coach, that offense is difficult to, you really can't home in on one guy. You know, in the previous years, you figured that Willie Quinn was going to get the ball and Artil was going to get the ball, but we spread the ball out. I think 11 different guys caught a pass in this game, so Howard's doing a great job going through his progression. He's looking very comfortable in the pocket and playing very confident. When you do that, we got a chance to be successful.
There you see the Jaguars on the move, headed toward the goal line, and there it is, another touchdown. Coach, you had to be pleased with the kids who got that opportunity and really showed you what they can do with the football.
Well, yeah, that was Chris Chaney scoring that last touchdown. He was a receiver. He was a slot receiver early in the year. We moved him to running back when Ben went down. I'm just excited because the kid worked extremely hard in practice. He's getting better at a running back, which is his natural skill set. I'm just excited for the young man to score his first touchdown.
Well, there you have it, 33-7 Jaguars. When we come back, we're going to have our Alpha Media Players of the Week and our Coca-Cola Player interview on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Stay with us.
I have 2 kids, and like any mom, I want them to be healthy. So I chose Healthy Blue for our Healthy Louisiana plan. We get all our Medicaid benefits and pharmacy and prescription drug coverage. But you know what I really like? I get rewards for taking my kids to their doctor visits.
Choose Healthy Blue. Call 1-855-229-6848 today. That's 1-855-229-6848.
Diseases from smoking kill more African Americans each year than car crashes, AIDS, and murders combined. In the U.S., about 1 in 5 African American adults smoke cigarettes. It's estimated that each cigarette you smoke shortens your life by 7 minutes. That's 7 minutes less to spend time with people you love doing what you love each time you smoke a cigarette. Is it worth it? Smoking affects us all.
Hi, I'm Coach Dawson Odums, and if you're looking for a great new or used car, Jerry Lane Chevrolet invites you to come and check them out. Whatever your taste in vehicle is, they got a great lineup to fit your style, and most importantly, your budget. Personally, they're taking care of me with this great truck. I'm a big guy, and this a big truck. It's roomy and comfortable, and it has to get up and go when I need to get up and go. So remember, whatever your taste in vehicles, come visit us at Jerry Lane Chevrolet. Go Jags!
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Each week, Coach, we bring you the Alpha Media Players of the Week. Who were the Alpha Media Players of the Week on offense, defense, and special teams this week?
On offense, I got to give a shout out to the offensive line. Great job. But the offensive player of the game is Herb Edwards. Defense, the guy that's been doing it all season long, Aaron Tiller. And special teams, first time getting this touchdown as a returner, Mario Houston. Those are the Alpha Media Players of the Week.
Thank you, Coach. Coach, after the game, we had a chance to catch up with Herb Edwards, the Offensive Player of the Week, and a kid we've wanted to interview for a few weeks, but somebody else always had more tackles or an interception or something big, and we finally got a chance to talk to Mario Houston after his big punt return, and Joe Dupree filed this Coca-Cola player interview.
Well, Todd, I'm here with Herb Edwards, and Herb, big night tonight. As we came victorious against the Texas Southern Tigers, you ran a lot, over 160 yards on the ground, 1 TD. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. You know, that's all credit goes to my O-line, though. They played a wonderful game.
Well, since the game was so good, we're getting ready that every game counts. This next game counts more than ever. We goes into the Bayou Classic against the Grambling State Tigers. What can we improve on that we make it to the SWAC championship?
Penalties. We got to cut down on, I think we had 7 penalties for 81 yards today. We got to cut down on penalties and just play Jag football.
I'm here with Mario Houston, and Mario, you played lights out tonight. You got a punt return all the way back for a touchdown. How did that feel on special teams?
It felt great because it was my first return, so the play was originally to fake out the team because they were originally following Danny, and I knew once I caught it and I saw green grass, like, I just had to take it.
Well, you definitely did that. I know you normally play with the dog day defense. Every game counts. This next game is for everything. If we beat the Grambling State Tigers, we make it to the SWAC championship. What does the defense have to do to improve that happens?
We had to play a different kind of defense. We got to dig deep and just play better than what we've been playing. You know, we played good. We played good tonight, but we have to dig even deeper to play it our. We haven't played at our best potential yet. So I feel like next against Grambling, we'll get there.
You heard it right here, Todd, on the Jaguar Football Show.
Played with his dad.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, DeMario, and thanks, Herb. Coach, injury-wise, how do we come out of the TSU game injury-wise?
Well, healthy. You know, I think we got some guys that are a little banged up, but nothing serious. You know, the bye week, get a chance to get everybody back 100%, and we're ready to take on the stretch.
All right, when we come back, we're going to look ahead to our traditional open week before the Bayou Classic and talk about Coach and his recruiting trails, and then come back and talk about the big game, the Bayou Classic. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
The biggest scratch-off game of the season is here. It's Saints Game On from the Louisiana Lottery. Your chance to win up to $100,000. Scratch the back for an extra game. Enter the second chance drawing for the grand prize, a 2018 season ticket package. Play Saints Game On from the Louisiana Lottery for your chance to make this your winning season.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Each morning in Baton Rouge, we rise to meet opportunity. We carry the weight of responsibility proudly. We choose our paths. We move fast and we fly high. We light the way for others to follow. We make it happen. But what really matters is what happens when we land at home. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport. Fly easy.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Coach, our traditional open date before the Bayou Classic is this weekend. Good time for the players to get into their studies before the semester finals. Also, make a quick trip home to see their families and their friends. What do you like to see your players do during this traditional open week?
Well, rest and recovery, that's what we talk about the most, is just making sure you take care of your bodies, take care of your mind. We got finals coming up, get ahead on your studies. Just really relax and get yourself prepared for the stretch. And usually our guys do a great job of that. Last year we didn't have a bye before we played them. This is a much needed bye this time of year. I really think it rejuvenates our players and really get their mindset focused on what we need to do going forward.
Coach, we know you and your staff are going to be out recruiting, looking at future possible Jaguar football players. Any cities in particular where you and your staff, I know you won't ever tell us kids you're looking at, but any cities that you're going to be targeting where you're going to be sending staff or yourself to go look at some football?
Well, normally it's local, in state of Louisiana. We get a chance to get out, go on the road, and really try to build relationships and continue to recruit guys that we're already looking at. So it'll be an in-state focus. The first bye week we used to really tackle out of state, so we'll definitely do a much better job here, local and also in the state of Louisiana, doing this weekend.
Coach, high school football playoffs are cranking up, so that means the opportunity to see some really good football players and some meaningful games. Yes. So they're playing at their best. Looking at that, my question is, with the playoffs here, have most of the good players that you've had your eye on already made a decision about committing to the school they want to go to, or is there still a lot of opportunity to land some good players?
Well, a lot of guys have committed, but a lot of guys are still open. And I really think we're on some guys. We have some guys that also have committed to us, and I think the good thing is just really staying on guys. Commitments are verbal. We do have an early signing period this year, which is December the 20th. So hopefully we get a chance to land some new Jags, and what we don't get on signing day, we'll definitely go back out in January and look for the future Jaguars.
Coach, next weekend, 2 weekends from now, we play the Grambling State Tigers in the annual Bayou Classic. We're going to talk more about Grambling next week, but what are some of the things that the G-men like to do on offense and defense? I know that Kincaid has been their marquee name player this year, their quarterback. But who are some of their other players that you got to keep an eye on? And what do Coach Fobb and the G-men like to do on offense and defense?
Well, they'll spread attack. I think it starts with Kincaid and Carter on offense. And defensively, if it's Christmas, I think they're attacking front out of their 3 down, and they really try to put pressure on you. And, we're going to have to play extremely well. They're a talented football team. We're looking forward to the challenge, and I think it ought to be an exciting Bayou Classic. I really think we're getting better at the right time, and we just got to keep improving, keep working hard. And, once we get there in a couple of weeks, I think it's going to be an exciting football game for the fans and for all those who want to see Southern and Grambling take place in the Bayou Classic.
Coach, got to ask you, 2013, our last SWAC championship, your first year as head coach. We were the runners-up in 2014. Do you feel pressure to get back to that SWAC championship game?
Well, there's never any pressure because I really think it's about focusing on what's in front of you. The biggest thing is just trying to get our guys to play well and not, get caught up in the moment. Just understand that, it's the next football game on our schedule. It just happened to be the Bayou Classic, and we just got to keep getting better. If you do that, take care of the football, and play and tackle well on defense, I think you got a chance against anybody. And that's what our goal is to work this off week at the fundamentals and continue to get better going into the next week.
Coach, coming from North Carolina Central, I'm sure you got your real rivalry games up there on the East Coast. But in your college experience, were any of the rivalry games as big as the pageantry and tradition of the Bayou Classic?
Well, I really think that the Bayou Classic is unique. I had a chance to coach in it several years now. But I really think it's the fan base. I really think that also what you're playing for, and usually when these two teams are playing very well and we're in the same division, it normally comes down to that. And it's been like that for several years now. I think that's why the Bayou Classic is back. It's a tall order, man. I really think this classic is as good as any that I've been in. It definitely has the most fans that I played in front of or coached in front of in the classic. The Eagle Aggie Classic is no love relationship there. You're not gonna break bread with them. You're not gonna go and shake hands with them. I mean, it's just after that game, those fans go their separate ways. And normally that Eagle don't marry an Aggie, so we don't. You do get split homes in the Southern Grambling Classic, but Eagle Aggie Classic is just a hate relationship. There's no love lost there, and it's be like that for the rest of your life. But in this classic, I think once it's over with, you look at those individuals from Grambling, and you got to go back home with some of them because some of them marry Southern Knights and some Southern Knights marry Grambling Knights. It's been an exciting classic, and I'm looking forward to coaching in it again this year.
Well, there you have it from the coach. When we come back, we're going to wrap up this week's edition of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
I have 2 kids, and like any mom, I want them to be healthy. So I chose Healthy Blue for our Healthy Louisiana plan. We get all our Medicaid benefits and pharmacy and prescription drug coverage. But you know what I really like? I get rewards for taking my kids to their doctor visits.
Choose Healthy Blue. Call 1-855-229-6848 today. That's 1-855-229-6848.
Diseases from smoking kill more African Americans each year than car crashes, AIDS, and murders combined. In the U.S., about 1 in 5 African American adults smoke cigarettes. It's estimated that each cigarette you smoke shortens your life by 7 minutes. That's 7 minutes less to spend time with people you love doing what you love each time you smoke a cigarette. Is it worth it? Smoking affects us all.
Hi, I'm Coach Dawson Odums, and if you're looking for a great new or used car, Jerry Lane Chevrolet invites you to come and check them out. Whatever your taste in vehicle is, they got a great lineup to fit your style, and most importantly, your budget. Personally, they're taking care of me with this great truck. I'm a big guy, and this a big truck. It's roomy and comfortable, and it has to get up and go when I need to get up and go. So remember, whatever your taste in vehicles, come visit us at Jerry Lane Chevrolet. Go Jags!
Coach, enjoy your open week.
Go Jags!